joined by his parents, Nancy and Gary, senior defenseman, number 8, Scott Kremen. Joined by his mom in spirit, Andrea, and girlfriend Courtney and her family. Senior forward, assistant captain, number 9, Evan Brinkley. Joined by their parents, Imran and Catherine, wearing number 13 and 14, respectively, seniors Tristan and Jordan Newell. Joined by his mom, Heather, senior captain, defenseman, number 22, Riley McKinnon. Joined by his mom and dad, Lydia and Carl, senior, number 23, Michael Malenko. Joined by his mother, Rosa, senior defenseman, number 24, Corey Blue. Joined by his mom and dad, Lori and Tim, senior goaltender, number 30, Nate Hopkins. Joined by his mom and dad, Greg and Beth, senior goaltender,
Test 1, 2. Test. Thanks, Brian. Hey, everybody. 1-0 Roos on a Logan Kelly goal. Logan scoring some big goals for Canton here recently, and he gets one. Sassenberry and Scott Kremen with the assist there, and the Roos have themselves a 1-0 lead against the Plattsburgh Cardinals. Good to see the Roos get off to a good start. 6:20 to go in the period. We'll get a nice thing called here. Sorry, I'm a little late with the commentary. I got hung up. Detained by ICE. They're trying to ship me off to Houston, but I eluded them. Told them I had a men's hockey game, right? Actually, I hope our Canadian friends are chuckling at that. Well, I hope our American friends are chuckling at that too, right? Running around a little bit. My color commentator, Molly Lenahan, isn't going to make it either. So maybe she's being detained. I'm not sure. I think she's being detained by her parents, though, which is probably better. They're in town. Lots of parents in town this weekend, which is awesome. Good crowd on hand here tonight for this tilt. Plattsburgh travels well, and a lot of folks in the Canton area looking forward to this contest against one of the most storied Division III hockey teams. Plattsburgh with a lot of national titles to their name, both in men's and women's hockey, so it's always great to watch SUNY Canton compete against this squad. Of course, SUNY Canton with a lot of national titles as a junior college team, and now they've worked their way up to the NCAA ranks, and they're in the SUNYAC playoffs for the second straight year. A chance there for the Roos. Couldn't quite get that in on net. The Cardinals come back, and that one's whistled wide. Chopped out to the wing, and it's Freifogel to clear for Canton. For Nico Schoner. Schoner with a wrist shot right on, and the goalie just managed to keep that out. Bo Lane got it on his glove, but couldn't catch it in the glove. I mean, that's to the top of the glove as Schoner almost picked the far right corner on that one. Pretty shot by Nico Schoner. Who's it going to change? Get some changes here as the Cardinals settle behind their own net. It's Mike English. The Cardinals managed to get it out. Jake Sacratini moving it forward. Bouncing puck back to the Cardinal D. Thierry Lazat will take it out. This one's going to be a save for Trey Miller, who's been spectacular lately for the Roos. His numbers are something else. 9-6-1 on the season. 2.39 goals against average. Save percentage probably the most impressive for Trey Miller at 9.31. For Bo Lane, his numbers. He is 8-3-0 this season. 2.31 goals against average and a 9.26 save percentage. Both goaltenders, their numbers are very similar. The draw, nice clear by the Roos, off the glass, and they'll move it. Interested Mogul with the nice clear. Mogul, I've been watching too much skiing, I think, right? We do have Mughals, but not moguls here. You get the reference to skiing there? I mean, it didn't look like you enjoyed it very much, but you got the reference there. This shot turned away. Roos some good board work to get possession of the puck out to center ice, backhanded in, icing waved off. Canton will get a 5-man change. Plattsburgh getting at least a line change here, or maybe all 5, we'll see. Carrying out of his own end is Alexandro Moliner. Is it Moliner or Moliner? I need a pronunciation guide here. Roos take it back. Offsides. Guess Pringle was just a skate or a toe ahead of Colton Alexander. Moliner. I'm looking. Moliner. Sorry, Alexander. I'm trying. My French isn't great. He's from Delson, Quebec. First year. This one's gloved down. I guess at the line, they held it in. Roos aren't complaining, so the Cardinals did do a nice job holding it in. Boy, that's a save it in a crowd for Trey Miller, and he gets that one in the glove. We were talking about his glove yesterday, and it has been something else recently. Just saw our guy Terry Martin downstairs, was talking to him a little bit. One of the reasons why I was a little late getting on the air here. And it's always great to talk to Terry, one of the greatest hockey coaches I've ever met. And I've worked at every level, from college to ECHL, AHL, and the NHL. So Terry is just special. That's how you get a rink named after you. Held in at the blue line by the Roos. Schoner trying to sneak by a couple of players. He gets upended now, but the Roos will still come up with the puck. Nico working hard on this shift. Canton sends it in. Wow, funny bounce off that end board. Actually hit the referee in the back of the leg. That's going to play well for the Cardinals. However, they're going to turn it over here. It's going to be icing? Yeah. Roos don't connect on the pass, and icing is called. If you missed it, the women's game was something else here today. I've never seen a buzzer beater in hockey like that. They didn't even take a face-off at the end of regulation. They didn't even take a face-off after the goal. Usually they'll put .1 or .2 or .8, a second and a half on the clock. They didn't put any time on the clock. There was 0 time left when Buffalo scored a goal to tie it at 3-3, and then it was an overtime tie. I've never seen a buzzer beater right at the buzzer. I've watched the replay 4 or 5 times, slowed it down to .25. I can't tell. I can't tell if it was in time or late. But great season for Roos women's hockey. They'll play on Wednesday. They'll travel to William Smith, a team where they beat in overtime 2-1 and then tied. So it's going to be a good matchup. Battle along the boards. Roos are going to win it. Well done. Coming away with the puck was Dylan Pollock. Back in the corner. Everybody's going to battle. Boy, Pollock doing a nice job there. The puck was sliding away from him. He brought it back in to make sure the Cardinals didn't take it away. Approaching a 2-minute warning here in the first period. Roos come up with the puck from the blue line, deflected. That's going to go wide. Cardinals get it out. This going to be icing? Yeah. Now the Roos just had an icing. Now the Cardinals get one with 1:52 to go in the period. Canton's going to send out some fresh skaters. Cardinals don't have that option after the icing. Pringle to take the draw up against Blake Hall. Pringle wins it. Freifogel, nice pass. The return pass is sent out. Cardinals are going to try to get a change here, at least a couple guys, as the Roos send it back in. Canton on the forecheck, had it, lost it, comes back to neutral ice once again. Riley McKinnon sweeps it along the end board. There's a broken guitar down there for a Canton player. He's got to go and get himself a new stick. That was Colton Alexander. Those babies aren't inexpensive. They cost more than a baseball bat. And you know how much that costs. Our cameraman today is a baseball player, he knows. Oh, what a shot. That one hit the shoulder of Trey Miller with 1 minute to go in the period. That was a snipe, but just off the mark. Is this going to be an icing? No, waved off. Great hustle there for the Roos. Comes back out to the neutral zone. Good work by Spencer Sassenberry. Man, he is fast. He got the icing waved off, and now we get a whistle. Bring it back out. We'll pick that stick up. I don't know, it's like $300, $400. And it's gone. There's the other part. Like a lawn sale. All right, 38 seconds to go. Period number 1. So far, Logan Kelly with a lone goal. Oh, tipped nicely forward by Forsberg. Return pass out for the Roos. The blue line. Backhanded in deep. Forsberg is there. Backhanded pass, a nice one in front. Swept back aside. Roos working hard in behind the goal. Forsberg's going to chase this one down. Took a swipe at it, couldn't get it to the point. Still loose. Held in at the point. Shot in on net. Glove save made by Bo Lane. This one makes its way out of the zone. That's going to do it. Period number 1 in the books unofficially. Well, let's see. Let's go online and see if we can get an official number of shots that period. Shots on goal in the first period. 10 for Plattsburgh and 6 for Canton. See if we got any other stats for you. Face-offs, 10-8 in favor of the Roos. Block shots, 2 apiece. Penalty minutes, 4 for Plattsburgh, 2 for Canton. But most importantly, 1-0 Canton on the Logan Kelly goal. Canton 0 for 2 on the power play, and Plattsburgh 0 for 1. That's a look at all the stats for you as we get a chance to take our union-mandated 15-minute break here in between periods. Hope you're enjoying this one. Cardinals and the Roos here at the Roos House. 1-0 Canton after 1. Check 1, 2, check. Here we go. Bitter batter. Let's get at her here for the second period between the Roos and the Cardinals. 1-0 on a Logan Kelly goal. We can't lead. Awesome weekend here at the Roos house. This is the 8th game in 2 days between men's and women's basketball and men's and women's hockey. Been a heck of a weekend for Canton. They've got, let's see, five wins and 2 ties so far. Men's hockey lost in overtime yesterday, but we'll count that as a tie. They get a point in the standings, so yeah, so all good. Women's basketball, men's basketball went 4-0. Women's hockey 1-0-1. And then men's hockey with a tie so far, so good stuff. Who's looking to clear this one out? Cardinals will shoot it right back in. And that was Lonan Bulger. And the Roos will check up in behind their own net. Both teams get some changes there. Stretch pass. Say, boy, we waited all that time and then we get an icing. Not exactly what we were looking for on that breakout. Well, I think Cardinals are happy. Roos are going to head back in their own end. Looking for that home run pass and didn't quite connect. It'd be a foul ball. See, I'm trying to talk in terms of a baseball guy can relate to. Roos are going to put this shot on net, steered wide by Bo Lane. Bo is from Pembroke, Massachusetts. First-year player. Here's a shot from a point by Lazat. That goes up over everything. Icing's waved off here as it comes back the other way. Cardinals carry in. Going to set something up. Nifty move down the right side. Good D there at the last moment for Canton's Jordan Prepsel as he takes the puck away. Buzzing that way was Joshua Belgrade for the Cardinals. Okay, that's who it was. Here comes Belgrave again. Full head of steam. Over the blue line. It went sliding in front of him, but skating right there with him, getting a good hard shot off was Felix Antoine Parento. I really got to work on my French here. Let me see. The pronunciation guy, how badly I slaughtered that one. It just says Antoine. Felix Antoine Parento. We'll go with that. Maybe I should just call him Felix. That'd be doing both of us a favor. My apologies, Parento family. Cardinals get this one deep. Parento's going to come up with it. Gets it out to the blue line. This one's flipped in. Cardinals control again. Here it is out in front. Good job there by the Roos hauling that in. Last minute for Jack Siemens. Here comes Canton back the other way. There's a shot. Does the goalie have it? Yeah, I guess so. I wasn't sure at first. It was kind of a little pause. But Bo Lane makes the save. It's Bo, B-E-A-U, which seems fitting for a hockey player as opposed to, say, maybe a Southern football player where it'd be, Bo would probably be B-O. Roos get this one in front. Tough angle there to get a shot off. Looked like Sassenberry tried to corral that, was kind of in between his stick and his skate, jammed up a little bit. Cardinals come back. And that one's going to be offside as Riley Sutherland brought it over. Cardinals are coached by Steve Moffitt. He graduated from Plattsburgh in '98. Assistant coach is Neil Mulcahy. We welcome them to town along with Bill Corbo. Cardinals over the Rouge line. Tristan Mughal took a spill. This one goes all the way back to Lane. The Cardinal goaltender wraps that one around the boards. Here come the Cardinals racing. Mike English. Thompson Miller is going to play that one around the glass. Takes a Cardinal bounce, and they've got it. Lizotte on the left side takes one in, kicked away by Miller. Backhand pass in front, deflected by the Rouge Freifogel, but here's a shot, a rebound in front. Miller covers. Oh, wrestling match going on to the side of the goal. Necklines that are plunging a little bit more than they were earlier as the jerseys get stretched out a little bit. Freifogel jawing just a little bit with Brandon Butler, and finally Butler just gives him a little nudge in the back. Wow, there's a save by Miller. Rebound, it's still free for the Cardinals. This shot up over the crossbar. What a chance for Plattsburgh. Somehow Miller keeps that out. Cardinals still, though, trying to get in front of the net, and we're going to get a whistle. We've got a penalty coming up against Canton. Wow, there were just bodies flying in front of the net. The puck was all over the place in the crease. Big chance there for Plattsburgh to tie it up, but it was shot over the crossbar. Time of the penalty coming up, 4 minutes, 25 seconds. We'll see what we got. Cross check. Cross checking is the call against Colton Alexander. The Cardinals will go on the power play. Good shift there for Plattsburgh. Flurry of opportunities in front of the Canton goal. Cardinals win the draw and hold it in. It was almost cleared out. Jordan Mughal with a great effort there, and somehow Plattsburgh managed to hold that in. It's going to stay in. Yeah, here's the wrist shot. Boy, that's whistled wide. And now it's finally out of the zone. In the corner, Rouge are going to clear this one out. Trying to figure out how to spell or how to pronounce Vlad's last name. Sunichnikov. Vlad Sunichnikov. Yeah, that flows off the tongue pretty easily. Vlad's from Moscow. Sunichnikov. See? I'll get it maybe by the third period. Maybe I should call him Vlad just like I should call Felix. Miller is going to stop it behind his net and then puts it around the boards. Kicked back toward the net by the Cardinals. Rouge get it out. How much time left? 30 seconds on the Plattsburgh power play. The 3 Ps. Cardinals get it in. And now it's a pile up there in aisle 2. Everybody's wrestling for it. Plattsburgh keeps it in. Wind up, slap shot, oof, over the crossbar, hard shot. Miller guarding the right post, and he'll cover it, smother it. Decent opportunity there. for Alexandro Moliner. And a face-off upcoming in the Canton end. Say hi to my colleague, buddy, Mike Howard in Plattsburgh. He's not only a great AD, he's a good guy. You're doing well, Mike. Cardinals still on the power play. This one in on net. I think that went off the stick of Trey Miller. And that will do it for the Plattsburgh power play. Some opportunities for the Cardinals, but they couldn't sneak one by Trey Miller. That puck is up in the netting and staying there in behind the goal. Cardinals win the draw. Hard shot right on. I don't know how you do that. Trey Miller with the glove save there. You know, that's coming so hard, I just don't know how you do it. That was, that shot was a blast, and Trey Miller looked like he knew where it was going the whole time. Good scoring chance there for Plattsburgh right off the draw into the slot, and a full windup. We got here hand pass. We got a penalty. Yeah. Jordan Moole heading out. I didn't catch that. Now Moole gets out of the box. Maybe, you know what? I'm not the only one confused, I guess. So Moole gets out of the box and Nico Schoner steps in. So I'm not sure what to call it. Yeah, nobody's complaining from Canton, so. So pretty much back-to-back power plays by the Cardinals. They weren't separated by much even strength play. Kremen took a swipe at it, didn't get it all the first time, pushed it around the boards, comes back to the left corner. Cardinals pick it up. Here's a chance in front. Good D there by the Blues, but they couldn't get it out. Now they do. All right, Cardinals regrouping in their own zone on the power play. Stretch pass off a skate, picked up and carried in. Chance here for the Cardinals. The backhander goes well wide. That was Tavares on the shot. 3 players down on the right wing side. That allows the Cardinals to take it. Here's one in front, deflected, blocked, and held in again by the Cardinals. Yeah. This time it's Bulger as he comes down the left side. Good hard hit put on him by Riley McKinnon. Slap shot here blocked and back out to center ice. Good job by Nolan Zotter as he blocked that for the Roos. And now another nice job by the Roos as Kremen got the stick on it, and the Cardinals are forced to gather once again. 50 seconds left on the Plattsburgh power play. Freifogel is back, and he makes no mistake about that one as he fires at the length of the ice, and we're down to 35 seconds left on the Cardinal man advantage as the Roos get some fresh legs out there on the PK. Molinaire over the line, and Butler holds it in, D to D, down the right side. Cardinals have 15 seconds left on the power play. High slot, nifty move, holding, wrist shot, score. Wow, what a play, what a shot by Jake Sacratini. He's tied the game on the power play at 1-1. Time of the goal, 8 minutes and 35 seconds. Sacratini with a bullet. What a nifty move. Took it from the high slot, moved around a couple of Canton defenders, and then just ripped it into the top of the net. We are knotted at one apiece. Cardinals bring it in. Doing a nice job, man. They get an opportunity. They're holding in the blue line. As Krinkle tried to clear it out. Now we're going to get another penalty. Another penalty upcoming against Canton. So after they just scored a power play goal, Cardinals go back on the power play with a chance to take the lead for the first time in this contest. 3 straight back-to-back stacked on top of each other power play opportunities for Plattsburgh. And they'll come up with the draws. Here's a wrist shot, nice save by Miller. Blocker save made. Another shot. This one's blocked. Oh! Wow, how's that not up high? Thought that hit was up high. Maybe I'm wrong. Wow, what a hit. Cardinals bringing it back in with 90 seconds left on the power play. They look to set it up. Here's a shot. Again blocked by the Roos. Doing a nice job getting in front of shots. Bulger here. He tried to feed it in front. That was tipped by Canton's Sam Moshershak. It was a nice job by Moshershak to get it out from in front of the goal. Here's a long one. Bounces around and trickles wide. Cardinals get it back in behind the net. Here's the feed back out to the blue line. Cardinals hold it in again. Down to 50 seconds left on the power play. This one save made by Miller. Parento plays it back out to the blue line. Here's one long distance. Boy, Cardinals with a lot of traffic in front of the net. And this one is cleared out by Canton. Down to 30 seconds on the Plattsburgh power play. This one's going to work its way up the boards. Roos get it out. Down to 10 seconds left on the penalty for Canton. Here they come. Freifogel down, in, shoots, blocker save, beauty. Bo Lane got that one up just in time on a nice shot from Canton's Braden Freifogel, and hold everything. We're going to get a penalty here. This time it's against Plattsburgh in the high stick just as the penalty time expires for the Roos. So big penalty kill there for Canton, and now they're going to get an opportunity on the power play of their own. Time of that penalty, 10:54 of the second period. Great crowd on hand here for this battle. Roos win the draw. It gets by everybody, and it's a foot race. Look out. Cardinals get it. Quick shot on net. That's it for the power play. I'm going to get a Canton penalty here. That's tough. Scott Kremen's going to go out. He's not happy about the call. He's going to get a holding call against him. That was 8 seconds into the power play. Really, the Roos never possessed the puck on the power play. Unfortunate for Canton. Now we'll see some 4-on-4 hockey. Cardinals keep that in. Cross ice pass, hard shot. Miller with the save. Nice shot there by Sinichnikov. Glad got all of it. blistering shot. Back into the high slot, controlled by Lizotte. Lizotte high slot again. He's slowed up. Kicked out to the wing. Michnikov is tied up a bit. We're going to dig for it here as we wait for it to come away from the boards. Well, Canton got to be careful there. McKinnon with a couple of decent shoves as he knocked down the Plattsburgh player a couple of times. Now he's going to hold on to him just a little bit, but clean enough, I guess we'll say. Lizotte leaves it for Michnikov. Belgrave. He's going to take a twirl around the ice. And just to find a teammate. It's like a four-man weave out there. More like a basketball play. This one is going to roll on end and come out to center ice. Plattsburgh's getting some changes here. I think we got some Canton players on a tail end of a shift here, and they're going to try to get a change. Oh, nice tip. Look out, here comes Pringle. Pringle is in, Pringle shoots just wide. I think Lane got a piece of that one. Great opportunity by Pringle. Boy, did he ever turn the Jets on. That's Tavares with a shot that's blocked wide. Cleared out by the Ruse, and it's not icing because that was a mini power play of about 8 seconds for Plattsburgh, so actually timely. There for Canton, a great heads-up play for the Ruse just to shoot it all the way down and realize that they don't get penalized for icing. You know, small time frame, small window to do that, and the Ruse took advantage of it quite nicely. Played in behind the net. It's going to slide away from Prepzel. English forces it wide. Foot race. Ruse have it. Pass rink wide's deflected back, so Jordan Prepzel has to go back to get it. Stretch pass, nice one for the Ruse. They couldn't quite control that one. It just scoots away from Jack Siemens. Siemens still battling there. He somehow comes up with the puck. Well done. And he'll sweep it around the boards. Ruse now with it at the point. McKinnon, or was that McKinnon? No. That was Palandra for the Ruse, getting it out in front. Pinballed wide of the goal. Great idea for Palandra there. Some good time in the Plattsburgh zone for the Ruse. Looking to spend some more time as the puck is controlled by Connor O'Brien. He'll play it back to the D. Palandra trying to get a long pass in there that's intercepted. Shot. Oh, it just goes wide. Glove save made by Miller. And on the opposite side of the glove, as he tried to kind of flip it back, it went wide by about 3 inches. Wow. That was something else. And we're going to get a penalty. Boy, it has been a penalty-filled period for sure. And skating off for Plattsburgh is Molinaire, Alexandro Molinaire. And so Canton will go on the power play. You got all the stats on the power play worked out on this one? Holy hoo-ha. I do know that Canton has not scored yet on the power play, so hoping to do so right now. Here's Kremen over to the left side. Kremen gets it back and skates in deep. Gonna drop one off. It's in front. Bouncing puck taken by the Cardinals. Hard off the glass and sent the other way. Kremen and Logan Kelly trying to work some magic down that left side, couldn't quite. 1:35 on the Canton power play here in the final 5 minutes of the second period. Nolan Zotter skates along the blue line, passes it to himself, wraps it around the boards. Blues were trying to get it to that right point, couldn't. Instead, it's going to come to the left point, and they'll control there. Nice pass. Shot just wide. Good wrister there for Evan Pringle. It's going to come back out to Pringle couldn't quite hold it in. I don't know if it bounced over his stick or what happened there, but so both teams will get some changes. There's 55 seconds left in the Canton power play. Roos trying to break this 1-1 tie late in the second. McKinnon with a nifty looking pass. Here comes Schoner. Schoner full head of steam over on the right side. Nico had it slide away from him. 40 seconds left on the Canton power play as the Roos bring it back in yet again. Unable to connect there as Alexander got it knocked away and sent the other way. 30 seconds left in the Canton power play. Trey Miller going to put the brakes on and backhand it out. Up for Alexander. Nice pass. Roos gain entry of the zone. Bouncing puck on the right side. Freifogel, nice play to hold it in. Kremen's going to play it back to the left side now. Over to the right side. Alexander's shot is blocked, but he gets it back. Here's Colton Alexander. Oh, nice pass. Left side. Wrister. Wide. Canton still controlling. Penalty now over for the Cardinals. Roos still have it, though. Here's one right on net. Kicked away. And Plattsburgh will clear. Decent chances late. Now here come the Cardinals, a 2-on-1. Great defense there. Nifty play. Scott Kremen, what a terrific job there. The senior out of Arnold in Maryland. And he goes down to break up the 2-on-1 opportunity. Beautiful. Blues are going to change lines here. Long pass up ice. That's going to be deflected in. Jordan moves after it. It's tied up a bit. Comes back out to neutral ice. Roos deflected in deep. Good job there getting it back and sending in. Cardinals clear back out. Corey Liu. Corey still waiting for a PGA player to comment on his golf swing. I don't know what day it is. He's into it about 50 days. One of those PGA guys have to help the poor guy out. He's on a 50-day social media bender. Cardinals trying to get this one out in front. The Blues are going to take it back. Pringle trying to muscle that one out. The Cardinals successful in keeping it in, at least momentarily. Nice little pass there. Saucer pass from Prepsel. Up for Pringle. Prepsel Pringle. Oshershak pinches and keeps in. Now taken by Butler. Gets it out for the Cardinals. Final minute of play in the second period in this 1-1 game. Covered up by Miller on the side of the goal. Boy, lots of penalties in this second period. Lots of penalties, lots of power plays, one power play goal. That was for the Cardinals. Looking to break this one out. A long pass. Icing's waved off. Great hustle there by Freifogel. Cardinals get it back. 30 seconds to go in the period. 3-on-3 back the other way. Bulger with a drop pass. Tavares tried to rip it, and it's blocked up into the netting. 2:23 to go here in period number 2 with the draw on the Canton end. Still waiting for some players to get off the ice before we drop the puck. There you go. Corey Liu. Get it around the boards. Come back to the Roos. 15 seconds to go. Let's see if they can get it the other way. No, they can't. Held in by the Cardinals. Bouncing puck. Now Canton gets it out. 5 seconds left in the period, and that's going to do it. All right, 2 periods into this one, and we're right about the same point as when we started, all knotted up. First period goal for Canton, a second period goal for Plattsburgh, and that's where we are right now. Let me see if I can get some stats for you. You know, we were talking about earlier, no overtime, right? We've had 2 out of the 4. Oh, wait a minute. They're going to put 1 second left on the clock here. And Plattsburgh's going to pull their goalie. Going to try to blast this one off the draw. Really, I don't even think you can win the draw and shoot it. I think the person taking the face-off has to take the shot here, and that's going to be Vlad Sanichnivi. You know what I mean, Vlad? Sanichnikov. Yeah, he's just going to try to whack this one, I think, right? Yeah, he does. Actually, pretty good. He got a pretty good shot off on there. Trey Miller was there. I don't know if it's going to go wide of the net, but give credit where it's due. Well, Shanichnikov, he is talented. That's going to do it for the second period of play. All right, some stats here. First of all, the scoring. Sacratini from Butler and Balina for the Cardinals. For the Roos, in the first period, is Logan Kelly from Sassenberry and Kremen. Shots on goal through 26 for the Cardinals, 11 for the Roos. Well, they changed that, maybe 25. 25, 11 shots on goal in favor of the Cardinals after 2. On the power play, not a lot of success. Cardinals 1 for 5. Roos would love to be 1 for 5. Right now they're 0 for 4. So maybe they can get one on their 5th if they get one. So 1 for 5 in the power play for the Cardinals. 0 for 4 for the Canton Roos. Face-offs 20-18. That's pretty close. That's in favor of the Cardinals. Block shots 8 for Canton. They did a great job, particularly in that second period, blocking a lot of shots. 4 block shots for the Cardinals. Penalty minutes 10 for Canton, 8 for Plattsburgh, and now you're all caught up. All the statistics that are fit to be communicated. So that is that's it for 2 periods of play. Time to take our union break here. We'll be back at 15. We'll be back in 15 minutes for the final 20 minutes, unless we extend that a little bit and go to overtime. We've had 3 games here at the Roos House so far this weekend. A 1-goal game and 2 overtime games. And here we are, all knotted up. 1-1 between Canton and Plattsburgh. All right, well, it's good to see Jordan Pringle get back up after going into the boards so hard. Hope he's all right. To me, like he got tripped up there. Kind of got his legs swept out from under him and just crashed into the end boards. Oof. Nothing called. We're almost 2 minutes into the third here. And these two squads. Nice job by the Roos to get that puck into the Cardinal zone. I think that was Colton Alexander, was it not? Cardinals bring it back. Prepsel's got it. Roos get it out. Callahan takes over there for the Cardinals. Dumped in there from Plattsburgh. That was Belgrave. Come back. Here's Alexander. And Colton just dumps that one in. Goaltender Bo Lane for Cardinals. Helps with the breakout there. Roos are going to intercept. Center ice. It was a shot from a tough angle. Taken by Forsberg. Roos get it back. Connor O'Brien trying to center that one. It was deflected. And O'Brien goes after it again. Cardinals have the puck. English moves it forward. A shot down low. Save made by Miller. This one going to make it for icing, or is it going to slow down? Icing's the call. Stop that clock. This is the 8th home game of the weekend here at Canton. It's been a wild one. Roos men's basketball 2-0 this weekend. Roos women's basketball 2-0 this weekend. Roos women's hockey 1-0-1 this weekend. Men's hockey so far with a tie last night and tied up right here in the third period. But some good results here in the Roos house for Canton this weekend. Cardinals fan on a shot. I'll give the Roos a chance to gather. We got another Canton player down. And that is Connor O'Brien. And he struggles to get into the bench area. A little slow to get in. Something you don't see all that often. Face off at center ice, unless there's a goal. Face off at center ice here during the period. Nifty pass play for the Roos. Here they come 2-on-2. Good deep by the Cardinals. Tipped away. Played there by Sacratini, excuse me. The goal scorer for Plattsburgh. Held in by Lazat. Gets it deep. Roos out to center ice. Glove down by Logan Kelly. Backhand pass. Chopped just wide. Still in front. Cardinals get it. Nice pass from Logan Kelly over to Colton Alexander. Didn't miss by much. Good looking play there. Alexander spins and gets the puck in. Catron sends it back out. Roos gather at their own blue line. This pass is not going to connect, and we'll get nice and called. 15:05 to go in the third. Unofficially, shots on goal right now, 27 for Plattsburgh, 14 for Canton, 1 goal apiece. Logan Kelly and for the Roos, and Jake Sacratini for Cardinals. Assists going to Kremen and Sassenberry on the Roos goal. Balina and Butler on the Sacratini goal. Been an entertaining end-to-end game here as Catron moves forward. His centering pass doesn't hit. Taken back over by the Cardinals, but now stolen by the Roos. Owen Zotter got it in and then got held up a bit. Not enough for a penalty, though. This one's a bouncer to the blue line. Shot in. Cardinals quickly clear. Roos now gathering their own end. They'll try to get this one up ice. They do all the way to the goaltender. Lane's going to leave it on the side of his net. And the Cardinals go back to get it. That was Bulger. Roos with a good clear. A nice looking pass cross ice. That allows McKinnon to shoot in. Lane makes the stop and holds on. Two draws, and then that's enough. We'll switch centerman for the Cardinals as Parento got tossed out of the circle. Prepsel sends it back in. Pinching for the Roos. But unable to keep it in was Corey Liu. Tipped nicely, and Canton will come back the other way. Freifogel's got it. I think that was Liu with a nice tip to get it to Freifogel. Roos go to the slot. Here's the shot. Goes wide. Rebound to the wing and cleared out. Nifty looking pass there. Nice opportunity on the one-timer. I think that was Pringle coming into the zone, and he let it fly, but it went just wide. Logan Kelly got it in for Canton, and then Roos makes some changes here. Colton Alexander is going to chase that one down. Deflected in, icing waved off. Oof, big hit in the corner there. Bouncing puck. Cleared out, 2-on-2 for the Cardinals. They're over. This shot's pretty hard, but it's a glove save by Trey Miller. He's been making those look easy with the flash of the leather. Roos women are all set with their matchup on Wednesday. They're going to play at William Smith at 3 o'clock. That one should be a fun one to watch. The men are going to play on Wednesday. They're just not sure where they're headed yet. And that will depend on not only the results of this one, but also another game or two around the conference this evening. Plattsburgh's trying to figure out who they'll be playing as well. With a win here, Canton could jump by the Cardinals in the SUNYAC standings. I think right now Cardinals are up by a point. So clearly it's a big final 12 minutes in this contest for these two squads. Playoff seedings hanging the balance. Here's one in front. Miller guarding the post, and he'll smother it. Canton wins the face-off. They'll move it forward. It's deflected, so icing's waved off. Back to get it is Roman Bulger. With some help of some teammates, he gets it out, but it's going to be sent right back in. Circling after it is Jack Siemens for Canton. He does a nice job along the boards, but then gets tied up, knocked down, ridden down. Jeez. Comes hard around. Prepsel steps in, keeps it in. It's going to come back to Jordan. Tried to get it out in front, but that's blocked. And Sacratini looked like he's shaken up a little bit. Looked like he maybe took something in the midsection. I don't know if it was a stick or a puck, but looked like he was in a little bit of discomfort there. Now we're going to get a whistle. Icing is the call, and Sacratini is going to have to stay out there. I'm sure he was hoping to make his way to the bench after he got hit. Sassenberry wins the draw. Kremen steps forward. Kremen spins at the wing, gets it to the blue line. Here's a shot. Ooh, deflected just wide. Sassenberry almost had the long deflection there. It really didn't miss by much. Sacratini gets it out. That'll give him a chance and his teammates a chance to get off the ice. Get a change after icing. Freifogel sends it in deep. Ruse will make some changes here. Butler back to get it for the Cards. Here they come off the breakout and into the Canton zone. Glad with the shot, Miller with the save. Nichnikov. Just about at the midway point of the third period. Lifted to the point, punched forward. Canton comes up there. Oh! It's a hand pass, but it was, I don't get it. I thought it was a hand pass. You know, the Cardinals, if it's a hand pass by Plattsburgh, it went back to the Canton player. It looked like Logan Kelly is all alone out at center ice. He was ready to head the other way. And I think I missed something. I had to miss something. You know, it would have been a hand pass if Plattsburgh got it. Maybe I may be missing a rule here, right? If it's a hand pass back into the zone, maybe it's an automatic whistle. I think that's probably it. I don't know. I got to get out my hockey rule book on that one. Ooh, there's a pass in front. Miller heads up play as he swatted it away. Ooh, that was dangerous. Trey Miller, nice play there. Not going to go down as a save for Trey, but it really should be, because that was a big one as the Cardinals were going to feed it out in front. Now it's Lizotte looking to clear. He does. Off a skate. Ruse take over. Kelly spun around. Shot in by Molinaire. Back to get it for Canton is Riley McKinnon. Shots on goal, 30 for the Cards, 15 for the Ruse. That's unofficial. Long stretch pass for Canton, and they've got it. Here's a chance for the Ruse. Shot, score! Ruse score on a stretch pass and a fortuitous bounce in front. And right there to capitalize for Canton is Dylan Pollock, his first career goal for Canton. Dylan Pollock, the freshman from Nepean, Ontario, jumped on that one and fired it in the back of the net, and Canton has a 2-1 lead. Time of the goal, 11 minutes, 6 seconds of the third period. Dylan Pollock connects. Beautiful stretch pass out of the Canton zone. Ruse had it. The Cardinals got back on D, and then the puck just came to Pollock. And how about that for the first-year player out of Nepean? We want to talk about timely. He gives Canton the 2-1 lead here in the third. Here's a chance for the Ruse out in front. Comes free. McKinnon with a shot that's blocked. Look out. Here come the Cardinals the other way. This one's deflected up into the netting. Look for a moment there that Riley Sullivan, or Sutherland, might have a chance for Plattsburgh, but not quite. Wow. Big goal there for the Roos. Dylan Pollock has given them a lead for the second time today. It's 2-1. Roos looking for another stretch pass there. Didn't quite get to Logan Kelly. I think Forsberg and Zotter are picking up the assists on that goal by Pollock. Cardinals now looking for their opportunity. Good job by Logan Kelly to step in and take that puck away. Played it along the boards, and Colton Alexander smartly just gets it out to center ice. Roos trying to get a quick clear as the Cardinals bring it back over the line. It's Blake Hall. Plattsburgh now buzzing. Sense of urgency. You can see it now with the Cardinals trailing by 1 with 7.5 to go. This is a good team with a rich history, and they will fight for every goal, every game. Here's James down the right side. Big hit in the corner. Here's Pollock there, fresh off his first collegiate goal. This one's deflected, so icing's waved off. Another stick broken back in the Canton end. 7 to go. Sent in. Miller stops it behind his goal. Nice pass out to the wing. And that'll help Canton clear. Jordan Mogel's going to shoot it in. And the lane's going to stop the clock for the Cardinals, and everybody's going to change up. Schoner holds it in. Oh, almost got the return pass, and you know, Nico, he has got a shot. Always wish that one connected. Cardinals hold it in. Yeah, no, that would have been offside, so now they got to check up. Another stretch pass attempt for the Roos. This one does not work out, but Canton will at least get it back and regroup. Roos don't mind using the clock. A little spin move by McKinnon in behind his own net. Played back to him. Another long pass. Deflected nicely by Freifogel, and the Roos will get a change here. Now under 6 to go. Got a stick down in the Plattsburgh zone. Cardinals hoping it doesn't matter, because they're trying to keep it in the other end. Here's a quick turnaround shot, and a good one. Miller with the save. Centering pass there, nobody home. Canton quickly brings it out. Look for the Roos just to continue to get that puck deep. Want to use the clock. They lead by a goal. Here's Catron for the Cardinals. He's going to float one in. Routine for Miller. Everybody swatting at this one. Wrist save. Oh, whoa! Wrister. Saved by Miller, and then before the Cardinals could take a swat at the rebound, Miller will cover up with 5:08 to go. Getting to be crunch time here at the Roos house, Terry Martin Arena. So good to see Terry before the game today. Looking great. Giving me a hard time as usual with his smile and sarcasm. And I love it. Great to see Terry. All right, here come the Cardinals. Hard wraparound. Everybody's digging. Parento got the shot off. Would that hit the post? Wow. Parento got it over to Belgrave, who took the shot, and I think that hit the post. Wow. Belgrave with a good, hard shot. Almost just tied this one up. Zotter sends it in deep for Canton. Coming out hard the other way is Belina for the Cardinals. Roos take back over. Rink wide pass. Canton unable to connect. The Cardinals will. And they'll shoot it in deep. That's English after it. Back for Canton. Out to the wing. Siemens couldn't clear it. He got hit as he tried to. McKinnon will clear it. Yeah, it's up into the Canton bench. So face off back in the Roos zone. Under 4 minutes left in the third. These two teams have been skating hard the whole game, but the past few minutes since Pollock's goal, man, it has really ratcheted up. And everybody is all out here as the clock keeps ticking here in the third period. Roos are going to check this one up behind their own net. You can bet the Cardinals are going to come hard after the puck. Sent to center ice. Who's got it? Canton. This one to the side of the net. Shot was taken by Freifogel. Back to the wing. Cardinals go back to Lizotte. His pass gets deflected, and the Roos have it. They'll shoot it back the other way. Lizotte again. Glove down in the neutral zone. Canton dumps in. Freifogel gets this one deep, goes for a change. Lizotte has his pass blocked. Good job there by Logan Kelly. He's going to hustle after it in the corner. Hey, every second counts, and Logan Kelly doing a nice job. Keeps it in the Plattsburgh zone, then hustles to tie it up in the corner. And we have more seconds ticking off the clock as the two teams dig for it. Time Kelly got pinned along the boards. That enables the Cardinals to come out. That's an offsides, right? Yeah. That one got deflected, and as a result, ahead of the play on that one with a full head of steam, but ahead of the play was Catron. You can see the time. Another great game here at Terry Martin Arena. In the final regular season contest of the SUNY Conference for these two squads. You get an icing here against Canton. Deuces are wild on the scoreboard. Actually, if I had a poker hand like that, 2:22 to go in the third, with another 2 on the side of the Roos. That's four deuces and an ace. That's pretty good. Shot in deep by Plattsburgh. Canton's going to dig that one free. Stepping in that time was Corey Liu. Here come the Roos. 2-on-2. In deep. Right in front. Wow. I wasn't sure if that was going to bounce off Pollock and go in or not. He was upended right in front of the goal. Colton Alexander steals that one away and shoots it back toward the Plattsburgh net. Cardinals are over the line. Centering pass, bouncing puck. Miller pushes it wide. Again in front of the net. Held in by the Cardinals. They've pulled their goaltender for the extra skater. This one in front of the goal. Canton cannot clear it out. 1.5 minutes to go. Plattsburgh has an empty net. Cardinals with control of the puck. Bouncing puck comes loose. Can Canton clear it? Yeah, they at least get it out to center ice. They couldn't quite get after it, though. Schoner desperately trying to get that puck and score into the empty net. Here's a chance on a spin around that's blocked. Cardinals have to check up, though, before they can feed it back in. Now it's flipped toward the goal. Miller steers it wide. Roos get a chance here to clear. They'll get it up the boards, but not out. Cardinals have it. High slot. Fed in front. Miller moves it to the corner. Cardinals still controlling with the extra skater. This one in a crowd, deflected wide. Lifted off the glass, bouncing puck back down to the wing. Cardinals still controlling. This shot just goes wide, not by much. Hard around the boards. Held in by the Cardinals again, down to 30 seconds. Cardinals doing a great job keeping the puck in the Canton zone. This one's blocked. Oof, that's gotta hurt. Pringle shaking up on that one. Sticking with it though, 20 seconds to go, and it's a wrestling match in the right corner. Roos would love to just hold it there the rest of the game. Everybody battling for it. Still in the corner, 8 seconds left. Fed around to the right side, 4 seconds left. Is this the final shot? Save made by Miller, that'll do it. Wow, what a contest, what a win for the Canton Roos. Trey Miller, spectacular. Dylan Pollock with his first career goal, and it's a game winner against Plattsburgh. How about that? Wow. What a game, what a finish. Cardinals kept it in the Canton zone for the last 90 seconds or so it seemed. Unreal. But Trey Miller kept at it and kept making the stops when he needed to. Just spectacular, and what a contest. Huge win for the Roos. And they finish off the SUNY regular season with another victory, beating the Plattsburgh Cardinals by a final score of 2-1. Logan Kelly and Dylan Pollock scoring for the Roos. For the Cardinals, it was Jake Sacratini, and unofficially shots on goal, 38-16 in favor of the Cardinals, including a flurry late, but they couldn't get it by the Canton netminder, Trey Miller. And Canton wins this one 2-1. Great night of hockey, packed house here, and everybody enjoyed it. Spectacular, lots of celebrating going on in the Canton end. Lots of parents in town for the 2-game weekend for this squad, and 4 hockey games this weekend here at Terry Martin Arena, and it was great. That is going to wrap it up for us here this evening, but wow, what a fun night of hockey as Canton downs Plattsburgh. They're going to go celebrate in front of their fans. Everybody's loving this one. That is a satisfying win and a great way to end the regular season for Canton as they build their way toward the playoffs, and they'll find out a little bit later on tonight where they're headed for the first round of the SUNY playoffs on Wednesday. But what a second half of hockey in the regular season for the Roos. That they're on a roll and they're peaking at the right time. A team with 11 seniors, and they are really peaking at the right time. You can see how much this means to all of them on the ice celebrating this victory over the storied Plattsburgh Cardinals. Once again, the final score as we wrap it up from the Roos house. It's Canton 2, Plattsburgh 1.